At least 35,000 children are estimated to have been forcibly taken from Ukraine to Russia, according to the Humanitarian Research Lab at the Yale School of Public Health, which has been investigating reports of abductions since 2022. Nathaniel Raymond is the Humanitarian Research Lab's executive director and joins us now. Nathaniel, welcome.
Thank you.
So what evidence is there that this is happening, that kids are being forcibly taken from Ukraine to Russia?
We've been investigating this case now for almost 4 years, and the evidence is overwhelming. And it's been overwhelming enough for the International Criminal Court to issue arrest warrants for President Vladimir Putin and his child rights commissioner, Maria Lvova-Belova. The evidence that we've collected and shared with the court and the Ukrainian government and Europol includes databases, websites, satellite imagery, and the documents and photographs produced by Russian officials themselves of them moving the children and, in many cases, identifying them for abduction.
And what are the details of what's happening? How old are the children who are being abducted, where they're being taken from, and where they've been taken to in Russia?
The age range of the children is as young as 8 months as of 2022 to as old as 17 years of age as of 2022. The primary locations they've been taken from is the temporary occupied territories, both Donetsk, Luhansk, Crimea, but also the newly occupied territories that came into Russian control temporarily or indefinitely after the full-scale invasion, including Kherson, Zaporizhia, and Kharkiv. The children have been taken in many cases to a network of what we've identified as over 210 re-education camps, which include military training facilities. In other cases, kids from institutions inside Ukraine have been forced into coerced adoption and fostering with Russian families, in some cases masquerading because of the Russian government as Russian orphans.
I think we're seeing pictures now of children being returned, or we were, to Ukraine. Nathaniel, how many have come back and how has that happened?
It's happened in about 1,800 cases. So as you said at the top of the segment, our estimate at the lab is 35,000 are in Russia's custody. The Ukrainian government 2023 number is 19,500. And so that's important to put those 1,800 returns in the context of how many have not returned. It happens through 3 ways. One, family members going into Russia to try to rescue them. The second is through the work of brave groups like Save Ukraine to try to create an underground railroad. And then the third is direct negotiations with Russia or through third-party countries such as Qatar, South Africa, Austria, and the Vatican.
And how great is the fear that some of these children may never come back?
Well, I've been a war crimes investigator for 26 years, and I worked a case several years ago involving adult children from Guatemala who only saw their parents again since they were toddlers in their 30s. That case haunts me because I'm worried that's what's going to happen here if there isn't concerted, high-pressure international action to get Russia to do what it should have done on day one, is comply with the Geneva Convention and let these kids come home.
Just finally, do you feel that these taken children should be part of any peace plan agreed between Russia and Ukraine?
I'm really glad you brought this up, because this is the critical issue your viewers need to understand. Underneath the Geneva Convention, all children have protected status in war called special protected status. And that means they can't be treated as hostages, POWs, or spies. They have to be released without preconditions. And so my concern is if there is basically a situation where these kids become a poker chip in a dangerous card game as part of the negotiations, it'll undermine the Geneva Conventions, not just in current wars, but all the wars to come.